Okay, guys, so what I've done is I just logged into the VPN. It is sucky. You do need to log into the VPN every single time that you want to get into the new i21. There's no way, there's no just getting into i21 because the VPN is on your computer every single time. You will need to log in. So I've just logged into the VPN and I don't know how to fix this. I've talked to Cindy about it, and she seems to say that no one else is having this issue, but I've seen firsthand that that's not the case. I don't know why, but you know, like like a normal person, I requested that my password be saved. So here we go. We're gonna click that, and for whatever reason, every freaking time it says that the password is expired. So I'm working with Cindy on this, and hopefully um, that'll change. So literally what I'm doing is I'm hitting that again and it's putting the password that I've been using. And this is the silly part, is you can use the exact same password as the old password and it lets you move forward. So I'm going to say, okay, it's literally the same password. And then it asks me, hey, do you want to log in again? And for whatever reason, now it's going to let me log in. So I don't have a fix to that, but just wanted to let you know it's kind of what we have to do right now. The only saving grace about it is that you can use the exact same password that you already had set up. More to come. I will let you know when that gets fixed, but for right now, it's kind of what we got. This video is really going to focus on looking up products. I spoke to Cindy extensively today, and unfortunately, at this present moment, there is no way for you guys to look at list pricing. So what I mean by list pricing is typically in the old legacy system, you could search for an inventory item, and next to it would tell you the location, it would tell you quantity. So you could look at quantity, location, and pricing. So you can see list price 1, 2, and 3 for your area. Cindy said they just don't have a fix for that right now. She realizes that it's something that's very important that we need. So as soon as they create that screen and you, as soon as it's created, I'll make another video and you guys will get to see how to look at pricing. But until then, this is what you got. So we're going to come into inventory from the home page. So I clicked inventory, and then under reports, you go to stock details. Okay, there's a couple ways to filter through the information that you want. I like to add a second filter because I don't always know the item number, but you'll find out why I didn't just delete that. So I'm going to hit description and contains. And if you have one here that says description, the nice function about that is that you can type in Dello and it's going to give you, I typed in Dello, hit enter. It's going to give you a whole lot of products. Because this is like Excel, you can just expand that so you can see the entire description. Let's say we're going to do these, which is the cases. Now, if you want to see the inventory on hand at your particular location, because right now it's just showing us location 1, right? All these products, location 1. But if I come up here and I take that number, which is 22290 G or D, whatever, whichever one you want to look for, and I hit enter now, you're going to see, okay, cool. It's going to tell me all the locations that stock that product. So we have location 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And you can click on this guy. And if you only want to see information that is pertains to your location, you can sort that way. The other thing that is nice is that you can see when you guys last ordered it, all that sort of thing. So this is very similar to the information that you guys could see in the legacy iRely, right? And here it's telling you, it will tell you what your last cost was. However, it does not give you what list price 1, 2, or 3 is. So not super useful right now, unfortunately, and there's not a big workaround at this point. Like I said, they are working on it. The only other thing that I do want to show you guys, though, is this is a whole ton of data that honestly, like, doesn't mean anything to most of us. We don't really need it or use it. So you can do a drop down on any of these, or you can even come up here and say columns, and you can take out all the things that you don't really care. Like, I don't care what category things are in or what commodity is. I do care about my location, what's on hand, if there's purchase orders out for it, sales orders. A lot of this stuff, I don't really feel, for the most part, most of you guys don't need to see it. So any of these that you don't want to see, like consigned purchases, I don't even think we have that. But you definitely want to see what's available and what our last costs, and everything on list pricing is actually based off average cost. So you definitely want to see that. It gives you extended pricing. The other thing I noticed in this is it does not have the dollar per gallon anymore, so you'll have to do the math there. So I'm showing you this so that you can just take a look at it, and you can see and take away any of these that you do not want to see on your list. Like, I don't even know what full percentage means. I don't care who my vendor is. So anyway, you can unclick all of these if you want, whichever ones you don't want to see. And then up here, you're going to click this. It says apply, but for our screens are so small that it shortens everything. So if I hit apply, and I have to wait for it, don't get overzealous with your clicking with this application. So it's going to load, and instead of having 50 columns, in a sec, once it finishes loading, okay, so now at least you'll see that I have a little bit more of a condensed view of what I'm looking at. Once you guys kind of get this settled down to where you guys like the way it looks and it's giving you only the information that you personally find pertinent, the best thing to do here is if you click this, you can save. And now moving forward, every time that you bring up this particular search stock details, moving forward, you will only see the stuff that you are interested in seeing, right? If you want to leave it as the default, and you can always have this here, if you click down and you can save as, and you can call it a specific thing like Veronica's view of inventory or whatever. Entirely up to you how you want to do that. But I'm just showing you that you don't have to manipulate this every single time if you find a way that you like it. The only other thing I want to show you here is once you have, you can add as many filters as you like, but once you have the filters down that you kind of like to see, one thing that you'll definitely start noticing is if you do not have this specific data in here. So if I delete this, in some cases, you can have the item number filled out and a description, but for whatever reason, if you go to an item number that I don't know, that you guys are awesome and know the actual number, and you type that in and you have something in here as a default, as the description contains, and it doesn't actually contain it, it will not actually let you see it. So just be aware that in several cases, you guys will be able to have multiple things kind of going in several of these boxes to filter the information, but the information is not always the same on each item. So just be aware of it. I think as you guys continue to use this, you'll get a hang of it. And yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I will keep you guys updated as soon as we get information loaded into the system so that you guys will be able to see list price 1, 2, and 3. But until then, at least you guys can use it to tell you what your location, 1, 2, 3, whatever, what your location has on hand as far as volumes. So hope that was helpful. I get that this is not as useful as the last one, and I will update you guys as the information becomes available.